Hi, I'm Carlyon. Over the next 10 minutes I'm going to chat to you about tarot cards, and in particular the way that I do my own readings and what you can expect from a tarot reading. Now, I've been doing readings for 35 years now, and I've got two sets of cards which are identical, only that this set I've used for 35 years. That set I've had for about 4 or 5 years. They're identical. They're the Barbara Walker Tarot, American cards, and although I've tried others, I always come back to these ones. Now, when a person comes for a reading, I give them the option of choosing which cards they prefer to use, whether they like the older ones or the newer ones, whichever ones they're drawn to. And most people go for the old pack. But first of all, let me show you what these cards are like. So I'm going to lay the whole pack out so that you can actually see. Now, laying all the pack out on this small table wasn't quite as easy as I thought it would be. But this is purely to give you an idea of what tarot cards look like if you've never actually seen them. And I'm going to come in and just give you an idea of just the lovely pretty pictures on the cards. They all have a meaning, and they all have a meaning to each other. Now, some readers will lay a whole pack out. I actually lay out 15 cards from the pack, and I've used that method virtually since I started doing tarot readings. Now, there is a sort of myth. I'm going to stop on one card in particular. Now, this card I actually call Mr. Spock. It's the King of Wands with Alvaron, and whenever that comes up in a person's reading that I do, it means that if it comes up for the future, it means nothing can possibly go wrong. Obviously, there'll be everyday things that go wrong, but this is the bearer of deeds, titles, good purposes, goodwill, could involve employment, could involve a lucky financial gain, different things like that. Sometimes it does mean a will. I'll carry on going on the cards here. Now, there is a myth that you should be given a set of tarot cards as a gift to be able to use them. You can't buy your own. But I've actually found through helping people with tarot that this is absolute rubbish, because you cannot work with a pack of cards that you don't like. The other snag you've got is to actually be able to see the cards before you buy them. So here I would say now, the internet is a very, very valuable source of being able to see cards before you actually buy them. So basically, that gives you an idea of what the cards do actually look like. Okay, with tarot, there are all sorts of spreads that you can actually lay the cards out, but I actually use 15 cards from the pack. The person shuffles the cards once they've chosen which pack they want to use. I normally record my readings with people onto CD. Used to be on tape, but people nowadays haven't got tape recorders anymore, believe it or not. And I do find that by doing their past, then their present and future, then the specific questions, that I do actually obtain very good results for the people. And I always say, if I get the past wrong, don't believe in anything I say about the future. Okay, now this is my typical layout of 15 cards. Now, where a lot of people go wrong here, there are two golden rules to this. I've already covered, yes, it is okay to buy your own set of tarot cards. Familiarise yourself with them, but the golden rule is never do cards for yourself, because you can see anything you want in there, and it's no good just picking up a book and actually reading the meaning of one card to another. All the cards actually interrelate like a storyboard. So this means something to that one, to that one, to that one, to that one. And as you go through, it's like telling you a story, like in a cartoon. So if I was to make an example here, now you've got the Fool card here, sitting there, okay. Now a person would look at that and think, okay, that means an idiot. Doesn't necessarily mean that, because it does mean something to the card before it, which is work, and the card after it, which is challenge. And basically, the way I would read this is work, you will not be made stupid, there will be no silly situations. It will be a challenging, demanding situation, but you certainly won't be seen as a fool. Now, if you can see that in the context I mean it, then they all tell a story together, not just one individual card. And obviously, if the death card comes up, doesn't necessarily mean death. Now, personally, I've never read a book on tarot in my life, and this is the first pack I started to use, and I have tried others, but I just can't get into them. And I found through experience, by picking up on the cards, bear in mind that all they are bits of cardboard, and what you're really looking at is into a person, into their psyche and into their soul. Now, the golden rule to find a real reader, they will not ask you anything about yourself at all, or lead you on in any way. So when you go along to a reading, don't be fooled by them being all kind and nice and saying, "Oh, how are you today? How's your mum? How's your dad?" Because all they're doing is pumping for information to repeat back to you. When people come to me, I say, don't say a thing about yourself at all. Also, don't be taken in by some of these telephone readers who will just go into a tarot card reading cold. When I do readings over the phone, which I don't really like doing, I prefer, if I do them absently, to record them onto a CD for people. I ask them to send me a photograph of themselves and their date of birth and some handwriting. And in a separate envelope, I ask them to actually put their specific questions. So I don't see the questions before I pick up on the person beforehand. So I'm not looking for clues in their questions. This is very important because it's not worth being charged 30 to 40 quid to be told an absolute load of rubbish. The other rule, I will tell people good or bad, whether it's good, bad or indifferent. Most readings do come out pretty positive for people, but then if there is anything negative in there, I can do some of my mumbo jumbo, if you like, to switch things around. So in reality, this is a very, very brief guide to the tarot. I've put other clairvoyants and tarot readers up on here, so I thought about time I put myself up on here. So if at any point you'd like a reading, my details are just about to come up. As I say, I prefer to do them either absently with a CD. People can pay me, I don't use credit cards or anything like that, either by uncrossed postal order if in the UK, or PayPal or Western Union from abroad. But if you'd like further details, email me on the address you're just about to see. Now obviously I do actually meet all sorts of people by doing tarot cards in person. That is really my preferred method. If you're able to come and see me, that is the best thing. Because then basically I am, what you see is what you get. I don't flannel people or give them a load of rubbish. I do meet some very, very nice people and some bloody oddballs to this sort of stuff, as you can probably imagine. But I've dedicated my life to this, and hopefully this will be a guide, A, to some of you out there who want to start doing your own cards, for other people that is, and also for people who are going along to have their cards done. You know, what to look out for. You just cannot pick up a telephone, lay out bits of cardboard and tell people all about their future. Some people do that, but I don't actually see that that's really possible if you're really getting into that person. Mumbo jumbo, if you'd like to call it, but make your own mind up and do let me know what you think. Anyway, here are my details.
Today is the 8th of April 2007. I'm Kevin Carlyon. May my magic with you.
086 or email me Kevin Carlyon, that's KVIN CARLYON @ AOL.com.